of the Oregon Screams Horror Film Festival. I'm here today with L. Andrew Cooper, writer of Why She Did It. Hey, Andrew, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, I want to know, what is Why She Did It about?
Why She Did It is about a divorced couple who are spending an evening in their college age daughter's apartment trying to find clues about why their daughter has killed herself. And as they search for clues, they find all kinds of strange and irrational things that point them toward a possible intruder, point them toward their daughter's roommate, and ultimately point them toward each other and even possible supernatural forces. And so, yeah, the tension remains high as they search, and ultimately leads them into a horrific conflict with each other.
Wow, I love that. There's so many intriguing threads there, and it seems like it kind of amounts to somewhat of like a relationship drama conflict. Is that how you would describe the tone somewhat?
Yeah, it definitely focuses on the divorced couple's relationship, and the tension starts at a very high level. They're at each other's throats from the beginning, in a figurative way, and then by the end in a pretty literal way.
Well, well, what inspired you to write this screenplay?
It is a screenplay that resulted from setting myself some very specific challenges. First of all, I wanted to create a psychological horror story that had all of those threads that would toy with the viewers' minds as the characters' minds are being scrambled by all of the different information they're receiving. So it's the plot is very much like a puzzle where the pieces don't fit neatly together, and so I wanted to create that experience for the viewers to give them a bit of a mind flip. I don't know if I can swear, a mind flip, and but also I wanted to create a very low budget script. The whole thing focuses almost exclusively on two characters in one location, an apartment. It might require a second location because there is a secret set of rooms inside the apartment. But it was definitely a challenge I set for myself to create a feature length drama with just the two characters, or excuse me, a feature length horror script with just the two characters and just the one location. And so that was also something that motivated me to see if I could churn out continuing thrills with just those few elements to work with.
Nice. Okay, so you wrote this, and it's actually it's an actionable script. Do you have a plan to get it produced, get it filmed?
I don't have anything concrete yet. I've queried a couple of producers that sent out some calls through Inktip, but haven't made any solid connections yet. I just finished the script a couple of months ago.
Okay. Well, I mean, you just got to give it patience. What I've heard from lots of people in this department is sometimes you just got to keep delivering your script, keep running around, and sometimes it'll come to you. Or do you have any? Would you plan to direct it or shoot it if you were to get it produced?
No, I'm a pretty pure writer. I would
Okay.
love to have a producer or director partner, but I haven't made that kind of connection yet.
Okay, but you're firm, and you are bound by the word. That is your art form.
Pretty bound by the word.
Cool.
I've taught film studies,
Oh,
and I have a lot of admiration for the direction and the producer sides, but it's not my cup of tea.
totally. Well, did you learn anything from the process of writing the screenplay?
Um, yeah, quite a bit. I've written limited cast, limited location scripts before, but I think this is my best effort along those lines, and I learned a lot about uh, ways to write scenes that move quickly from place to place within a small location using just two characters while keeping the action fast
Hmm.
and tense. Uh, Techniques that I hadn't tried before, and techniques that I can't say I innovated, but certainly that I came up with while doing the writing that I would use again.
Nice. I love that. Well, I want to know, are you working on any new scripts right now? Anything else in
Yeah,
the works?
right now I'm working on another horror script, not so low budget. It's about an experimental treatment for PTSD that involves the therapist entering the patient's memories with them to try to reprocess the memories so that they're not as harmful. But in the process of doing that, it leaves a kind of door open in the mind that someone or something invades, making the memories worse than they were in the first place.
Oh my gosh.
And so it becomes a very horrific experience for the patients.
That sounds great. So okay, you had your one script that is like, this is contained budget, this is possible, and then this one is just your big feature.
It's a bigger one, certainly.
Cool. Well, awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to add about your screenplay?
Well, I'm like I said, it's designed for a low budget, sort of an indie kind of feature. So if anybody is looking for that, I hope they'll look me up.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for this movie to be made.